What's up, you guys? Welcome to our weekly team training. If you're like me and if you're watching the replay, I know one of y'all went with me to SFR, so you are definitely feeling the SFR hangover. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you might be able to relate to this as well. Also, it could be really just a work hangover. So there's that. But I do have my special little energy tea here. Like, come through for me because I need all of it that I can get. But I am so excited to be back, you guys. I missed y'all. I hope you equally missed me as much. And I'm definitely going to apologize ahead of time if perhaps this video is a little on the bright side. I have no idea. Long story short, with my laptop, played around with some of the settings. Funny enough, fun fact, it actually looks a whole lot better than it did before. This is like a fairly new laptop, so I have no idea what's going on. So there we are. So anywho, let's go ahead and get started. We have a lot to cover. This is also why I'm recording this and sending it out per usual. Don't forget, on a side note, if you are on Team Faith and Soul, make a note of it. We will go, I am hosting a live Zoom chat this Friday evening. I have not chosen a specific time. However, I am leaning more or less towards, I'm thinking like 6 p.m.-ish, maybe 6:30 p.m. That way it's not too early, but it's not too late. But yeah, so more info on that because I have a lot of fun stuff to cover with you guys. And I don't really want to unpack that here. So we're going to do that one-on-one on Zoom. It will not be recorded, just FYI. So if you are currently watching this training video, make sure and be on with us this Friday night on Zoom. I will send the link out to you guys, to the team, Friday morning. That way you have access to it. And we're going to talk about all the things that's coming out for the fall. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this party started, you guys. In case it's too bright, I just want to let y'all know, in case you can't tell, I am currently wearing my brand new Baja Blast earrings. And ironically, they kind of match my shirt. But these are so fun. I had to scroll for a little bit so I get that out of my system. But yeah, so this is the vibe. Pretty much looking at airport hair. I have not washed my hair yet, although I feel like I kind of need to. I didn't wash my hair this last week because we were in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it was so hot. Not Texas hot. I'll give them that much. Not Texas hot, but it was still hot. And you know what? Frankly, I don't know about y'all, but if I'm sweating all that much, I'm not really gonna wash my hair because sometimes I'm like, what's the point? You know what I mean? But we are back in the office and I definitely need to do that. And so I am not gonna lie, I'm actually pretty comfy I guess really my t-shirt's pretty comfy too, but I did happen to throw a bro on for y'all, so you are very welcome for that. And I have my comfy pants on today and comfy socks, and we're just chilling. So hopefully whatever you are wearing currently, you are comfortable as well. If you have anything that questions, concerns, anything you need more info on, we're about to cover a whole lot. So buckle up, Buttercup. Go ahead and grab a pen and paper while you're at it. I'm going to go ahead and take another sip of my tea before we get going. I'm definitely going to be sharing my screen quite a lot tonight because we do have a lot to cover. And if y'all know me, visually, a lot of things I like to share with y'all on the screen. Sometimes it just makes it all the easier. All right, so let's go ahead and get going. So this month, if you're new to Scentsy or maybe need a refresher, this month is otherwise known as Transition Month. What does that mean? So that means pretty much, in layman's terms, the entire month of August, the majority of our website is 10% off. That does exclude, however, clearance and anything licensed. Okay, so 10% off. It's even better for the fact that Scentsy makes it so much more easier for us, because if you go to your PWS, your personal website, you will see at the very top that there is a banner on the Scentsy.com website as well, and it says take 10% off these discontinued items. And what's really cool is your customer can click on that and it takes them right to where everything is going away. Speaking of what's going away, I'm probably going to bring this up one more time through our training, but I'm going to show y'all where this is at. Lord knows it's so bright on my screen, I can barely even see it, so I'm sorry about that. But as you can see, it is the discontinued items list. I think I'm actually going to send that out to you guys. So that way you have access to it on your phone. You can save it to your phone. You can print it out if you want to. I personally print one out for reference. I honestly used to print this out for my customers, and I would put it in my Happy Mail for them. But to be honest, even I have a fairly nice printer, and the crazy thing is that the ink just doesn't come out quite right. Even the one that I have right now, like I can pretty much see, thank God, I can actually see the lettering below the warmers and all of the fragrances that are going away. But the warmer detail you can't really see as much. But I typically like to keep one handy, printed out. I say way too much, y'all, on my phone. And so as much as I would think that if I have it on my phone, I'll reference it, probably not. And honestly, it's going to take too long for me to find it because I save so much per day. I don't know if y'all can relate to that or not. But yeah, we'll talk about that, like I said, in just a little bit, the discontinued sheet. So first and foremost, if you haven't already, make sure and log into your workstation, your dashboard. There are a lot of great big changes to help better access marketing materials along with news. So I'm going to show you all that in just a little bit. If you haven't already checked out your news tab and the marketing tab, check it out as soon as possible. So much more user friendly. I'll show you all what I mean by that just a little bit. Also, we're going to cover the exciting reinstate/join promo for August. Wow, you guys, like, if you might be under a rock, honestly, if you have not seen what is coming this month in the kit for not only the reinstatement, which what does that mean? That means if you have somebody that you know that used to sell Scentsy, whether they used to be on your team or they used to be on someone else's team, if they used to sell Scentsy, it is free for them to come back and rejoin after, I believe it's like a I don't want to get this wrong. I want to say after 4 months, I think they can come back after 4 months. Don't hold me to that. I don't know why I want to say 6, but I think it's 4. They can reinstate. So reinstate if they were under you originally. Now I will say if you were not originally their sponsor, here's one part that is so important. That you want them to call support. So find that number for them, send it to them. Do a good deed. Don't make them work for it. Send them the phone number for customer support and just say, hey, I'm so excited that you chose me to sign up under to rejoin. You've got to call this number. Give them your consultant ID number. Tell them, here's my ID number. Tell support you want to join under me. Here's my number. That's it. Then at that point, I do believe that they have 30 days from the time that they join to purchase the reinstatement kit. So I sent out not too long ago a photo, you guys, this week of what comes in the reinstatement kit. So we're talking not only the products that they would normally get for the spring, summer kit for rejoining, right? The host kit, reinstatement kit. But they get double products because it's for both sets of seasons. So not only spring and summer, but also fall and winter, which is like freaking incredible. But then on top of that, they also get the 5 bonus wax bars that you guys may or may not have seen that we got at SFR. So there's 5 brand new fragrances to the collection that they're getting. And it's coming in that super cute orange bag, no tricks, no treats. And it's so many, you guys, it's like about that tall. It's the cutest thing ever. I'm honestly hoping they're going to have that in the consultant store. Probably so. I'm thinking so. Maybe like next month, maybe October, probably next month. What else? Oh, and then they get, of course, like the normal gray, like, what do I want to say, full-size warmer, which is what they usually get. But on top of that, they're also getting the warmer, which is also the warmer of the month for everyone else. starting in September, but they actually get early access to it, which is the coolest thing ever. So that's a completely different side note. But excuse me, they get all of that, y'all, for $59. Also, it is imperative your person that rejoins, reinstates, they get an email about this, but it's important for you to know this as well, is that it is what do I want to say? It's imperative that they get their $200 PRV in the first month that they reinstate, because they do have, from the time that they reinstate, rejoin, they get 2 months to get that 200 to get active, but the 200 has to be in one given month, just like it is for any other consultant, right? And then once they do that, then they're fine for a year, but they have to do that, okay, to get their spot, I guess you could say, like locked back in as a consultant. What does that mean? That means that you can do a relaunch party for them. I literally have somebody that's a good friend of mine. She used to be on our team a couple years back. She decided to reinstate. She wants to get that kit. Now, if she decides to go ahead and start working her business to at least get that 200 in sales for the year, I'm going to help her with that. And we're going to do a relaunch party, and we're going to do all the things. I'm going to do my, we're going to work hard together to make sure that happens. So that's basically what the criteria is for all of that to take place. Other than that, there's also, of course, the 99 join kit. Same thing, the 99 join kit, that consultant that decides to join for the very first time gets double kits, right? So double everything. Same thing, they get that brand new warmer that's coming out next month for us, and then the regular full-size gray warmer as well, and then the 5 bars too, which is super cool. Let's see. All right, so I think that I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and have a feeling I'm probably going to have a little bit of a squirrel moment tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and apologize for that ahead of time. Wouldn't be me, right? Like, if I didn't have a squirrel moment, it would not be me. So let's go ahead and share my screen. I think that's loading here. Hopefully have your beverage. Looks like it glitched a little bit. Yep. All right, so hopefully I got y'all back. And I'm going to go and just say share entire screen. All right, so we should be good now. And I'm going to hop on over to let's do first, because this is the only thing on your personal website, your PWS. And looks like my Wi-Fi is being a little stubborn right now. We have to wait and then come back. We'll see. Okay, there it goes. It's loading. All right, so this, from what I have been told, Scentsy is a little bit of a trial and error. So this actually launched literally today, and Scentsy, from what I've been told, what we were told SFR last week, they're going to try this out for this month. If it's successful, they will continue loading new themed bundles for now until at least the end of the year. So this is like I said, trial and error to just see if it's going to work. I think this is so freaking cute. If you're trying to look for this, it's going to be under your menu, and then you want to go down to where it says specials, and then it's going to say Scentsy curated bundles. I am not 100% sure if you can access these workstation, to be honest. I have not, full transparency, I have not looked into that. But as you can see here, they are available on your website. If you were wanting to, you could easily select the party that you're wanting to advertise for. So here I would go over and select one of these parties, and then you would want to click down here. It's going to say share the link, and then you could copy and paste that to your Facebook or your Instagram. But just to check one out, I think these are really cool. I mean, obviously, they're, as you can see, they are 10% off because it is 10% off for the entire month. But you guys, this is something that y'all can easily do on your own. You don't have to overdo it. Okay. So, for example, Scentsy has come up with a theme for Happy Hour Bar Bundle. This is literally just a matter of choosing 6 bars on your website of your choosing and coming up with your own theme. They're just using these as kind of like suggestions that you can do. You can always come up with your own. And as you can see here, these are currently all fragrances that we have had for the spring and summertime. What Scentsy did is Home Office just pulled each of these 6 bars and was basically like, ooh, you know what? All of these fragrances sound like they would be mixed drinks. What would that be perfect for? Oh, a happy hour event. So I thought that was super cute. This would be something that you would want to possibly advertise midday, or maybe even like after like 4 p.m. because that's usually when people are heading out to the restaurants, heading out to go get drinks after work. So it would be the perfect time. Even the weekend, honestly. As far as the bars itself are concerned, I know that's something that some of you guys struggle with. As far as I get where you want to have the exact bars to post on your social media pages. And here's the thing is that Sally Joe is not going to know that I do not own a Appletini Splash bar, right? So if I'm holding a 6-pack of wax like this and I'm taking a photo, or if I set it on something in my house, like a countertop, for example, and I take a photo of it and I post it to my social media page, my customers are not going to know that that is not Appletini Splash. Why? Because the bars are stacked on top of each other, right? So they're not going to see the fragrance name. They're just going to see the colors. Now, let's talk about colors. Find some that are as close as possible. It doesn't have to be exact. For example, if you don't have mango matcha, find a bar that's like an orangey yellow color or an orange color. People, they're not going to do a deep dive investigation and then point the finger and be like, you're wrong, that's not mango matcha, that is sun-kissed citrus, right? Like, they're not going to do that, I promise you. But if you put some effort into it, get creative, make it your own. In fact, y'all know, if y'all know me, y'all know that I'm just a little extra. So honestly, when it comes to these themes like the one you see here, I think it would be so much fun, honestly, to kind of stage it. What does that mean? I could have, like, for example, I have like a glittery cup of mine that looks like a nice little cocktail wine cup. I could easily not even have anything in there. I could easily, just like this, take a picture of me holding the glass, me having some wax in my hand, like maybe even like a 3-pack of wax, and just say, oh my gosh, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, it's happy hour, cheers to happy hour. Say whatever you want, make it your own, be authentic, but have fun with it. So that's one of the bundles, like I was saying, that they're offering. Another one, as you can see here, that they're doing is this super cute school 6-bar bundle. I absolutely love this one. Personally, for me, I don't think I'm going to advertise this one until maybe next week. I feel like it's kind of a sore spot when it comes to my customer base because I have a lot of customers that are teachers. And I know that some of them, it's kind of mixed emotions. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like most parents are kind of like, okay, it's time for you to go back to school. And then some of my teacher friends are not exactly quite ready for that to start up. So I don't think that I'm going to advertise this one just yet. I think like I said, I'm going to wait till next week and advertise this one at some point, one of the days next week. But as you can see here, same thing. They literally show 6 bars. You don't have to have these exact bars, seriously. And I don't know if this may be a little bit confusing, but you can create any kind of 6-pack of bars for the 10% off this month and slap your theme on it. Since you just so happened to take the guesswork out of these two and did the work for us, which is like the nicest thing ever. I think y'all give me 1 second. I have to plug my laptop in. If I can find the charger, y'all give me 1 second. I always have the charger down here, but for some reason, I always forget to plug it back in. I think it's just out of laziness. All right, so let's see. Y'all hold tight. Give me 1 second. Okay. There we go. That's better. So the last bundle that's on here is the back to school counter clean. Make sure and check that out as well. It's also 10% off, which is so cool. The other thing I do want to show y'all before I get off of the website. Let's see if I can go to, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I want to go find the bundles. I can go down. Okay, there we go. Bundle and save. And again, if you're new to the transition month, it's so cool that this is already set for us. But if you go to saves, as you can see here, any bundle that qualifies for 10% off is already marked down to 10%, which is the coolest thing ever. So make sure that whenever you're advertising bundles or individual Scentsy product, talk about not only how much it originally was, but how much the sale is, because that is huge. Another thing that I personally plan on doing with the discontinued items, that list that we were talking about, this nifty little list here, is that I plan on, I usually will group the warmers each month, and I'll post maybe like 3 to 4 of the warmers every month and showcase and let them know, like, hey, these are going away, get them while you can. This is the sale. Etc. I do want to show y'all, if you go to your the main site, so not a party, you got your individual parties on here, but once you go to that, this is what I'm talking about, where it's the last chance shop quick, which is really cool. And then, like I said, Scentsy Home Office has generously loaded every single product. Also, make a note, make a mental note, and you want to post about this as well, and talk to your customers one-on-one too. With these specific products that are going away, in other words, if it's on this list, which to be honest, is pretty much almost everything on our entire site, fragrance-wise, not like anything else, but fragrance-wise. So any of the unplugged products, our laundry line, any of those scents that are going away, they're going to be, well, for one, it's going to be on this list here, so the last chance. But anything that's on this last chance, you guys, it will at some point throughout this month, a little at a time, sell out. Once it sells out, it's not going to come back at all. Now, there is a small chance that these fragrances might return this next year for the 2024 spring summer season. However, it's not guaranteed. So there's that. I'm going to go ahead and get out of there. My workstation may have kicked me out. We'll see. So the next thing I want to talk about, let's see, we went over reinstate join promo. We went over the themed bundles. Oh, I do want to go over this here. Here it is. Cool. So remember I was telling y'all about how the workstation has a makeover. So this is what I mean by the fact that workstation got a makeover. So in the past, if you've been around for a little while, in the past, you would have gone to your news tab and it would just have this here, just the article. But check this out. How freaking cool is this, you guys? Scentsy, this is amazing. I'm just so glad they did this. All of the marketing images that you could possibly need for anything that's coming out is here. How cool is that? Another thing, if you're new to Scentsy or if you just need a refresher, I do recommend clicking on here on your workstation, on your dashboard, where it says product marketing guideline, product detail sheet. I'm sorry, right here where it says license product marketing guideline. This will actually tell you the do's and don'ts of what you can and cannot do when it comes to a product like this that we have a license with. Right out the gate, I'm going to go ahead and put it out there because I've seen it way too much today. Do not add, I can repeat this again, do not add the Friends themed song with this product. I have even my own friends that have, no pun intended there, that have actually added the theme song. Now, obviously, if we just posted this photo here of the famous frame with the girl's apartment door, that's different because you could tie in the song with that, because this is literally a Friends image, right? However, this is what Scentsy has designed with the Friends franchise. So this is what you cannot, these right here, you cannot add the Friends theme song with. Just wanted to put that out there, y'all. Okay, so super cute. Like I said, make sure and check it out on your dashboard. I freaking love that they did this with the news and the marketing all together. So much easier. Make sure and read over this. The Friends collection, if you're not aware, does launch next Monday. So you definitely want to make a point to contact your customers one-on-one, let them know about this. Posting on your pages is fine, but to be honest with you, I feel like you're going to have more luck getting sales, getting pre-orders, at least getting the conversation going with messaging those that you know that are true Friends fans. And I do want to say this. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing so you don't have to like keep staring at my workstation and my dashboard. So I want to say this first and foremost, because I know some of you guys that are watching this are newer to the team, or I know they are revamping your business. I want to say first and foremost, if you are not familiar with any kind of LTO, so for example, Friends, if you're not a fan of the show, if you are not really sure if you have customers that are fans of the show, guess what? I have a secret for you. Are you listening? Are you listening? It's okay. It's okay if you have people that are not familiar with the show. It's okay if you don't get pre-orders. LTOs, you guys, are just little sprinkles in our business. It's not the all to end all. We have a crap ton of products, you guys. We have all this stuff here that's 10% off for the entire month. We have a brand new catalog that's coming out next month on September 1st. We have a lot to look forward to. Your LTO, the Friends LTO, freaking great, awesome. But like I said, it's a sprinkle in your business. It's just a small little touch of your business. It's not the entire thing. So don't sweat it if you see people left and right getting pre-orders, getting interaction on their pages on Facebook, on Instagram, all the things, and you maybe not. That is okay, because there are so many other ways, like the 10% off items, that you can utilize, because those things are existing right now, currently right now, not next week, right now on your website, and you can utilize those. So y'all know that I'm a fan of the show, so I'm definitely going to use a cute little pun. You can pivot in your business. You can pivot and utilize and market what is existing in the catalog. In fact, if it stresses you out to even think about the LTO or the fact of getting in the queue and all the things, because this is a hot commodity product, it's a hot item, that's okay. Skip it and keep working on the rest of your business. So, anywho, let's see what else. Oh, going back to what I was talking about though, with that LTO with Friends, consider who you want to promote to, who you want to talk to about it. Like I said, make it very intentional. You don't necessarily, like, for example, I did post, I don't plan on posting, I don't think about it on my personal page, but I did post in my VIP group. However, talking to people about it one-on-one, it's going to be your best bet. Now, if you are like me and you're a fan of the show, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I just so happen to have some items around my house that are marketed towards Friends that I can share in my stories. I posted the other day socks that I had on when we were coming back home from the airport, things of that nature to kind of get the conversation going. However, like I said, just make it personal. Do what you got to do. Oh, the next thing I do want to show you guys, completely almost forgot about this. The next thing I want to show y'all is what products you definitely want to consider, or I should say marketing items of what you definitely want to consider ordering through our Scentsy store, the consultant store. There we go. I think hopefully my screen is sharing and showing you all the things. So we're going to go ahead and go into the consultant store. Now, It's not in your budget. It is completely fine. If this is something that's on your budget, definitely reach out to me because there are ways around this. You can still market your business, but these things do help. I will say that. All right, so go ahead and go into the consultant store. There is a very specific transition kit. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. A transition kit. Let's see that you can use. Where do we want to go? Okay, so and where to find it? It's going to be again on the consultant store under fall winter. So we're going to click on that. And then you're going to scroll to the very bottom. Now, as you can see here, there are individual items on here that you can purchase. However, the easiest thing for you is going to be at the very bottom. Excuse me. Let me get a drink real quick. I'm honestly surprised I still have a voice after SFR last week. But you want to pick out which one works for you. So this is the Spanish transition kit. This is the English transition kit. So let's go ahead and click on it, and I'm going to show y'all what all comes in it. It's totally worth the price. It is on sale. I think it looks like it's about 10% off this month, which is really cool. Excuse me. So sorry, you guys. It is 10% off this month. These items, of course, will be available into September in case it's not in your budget for August. But if you can, the sooner you can order these, the better. That way you can get a jump start. I personally will do a separate training once my stuff comes in so I can walk y'all through what you want to do. But just to go over real briefly, these are all the items that you're getting for the $63. And this is a tax write-off, by the way, but you're getting the scratch stickers. You're getting, here's the product list. Right here is the catalogs. You're getting the product training guide, which is Chef's Kiss. It's the, y'all know I call it the Scentsy Bible. And you're getting a set of transition testers. I want to make sure, let's see, it has all the details down here, but I want to make sure before I say what I want to say. Yeah, so it will have your transition tester set, so that's good. So that means that it's going to have all of the new scents that are coming out, which is incredible. So yeah, you get your training guide. It looks here like you get 50 sheets per pad. So there's 3 pads of the product list, 50 sheets per pad, which is freaking incredible. So 150 product lists, which is so cool. A 20 pack of catalogs, which hands down is all you honestly need between you and me, to be honest with y'all, for the entire catalog season. I typically don't order any more catalogs than that. Once I hand out those to my clubbers, to my VIP regular customers, I then at that point will either send out a product list, or I will copy and paste and share out the link on your personal website, your PWS, that has the virtual catalog, flippable catalog on there. So yeah, so this is basically what I recommend for you guys getting. Everything else is pretty much just fluff. It's not necessary unless you just absolutely want it. In the past, I have ordered the showcase brochures for $5. Those are a really good deal. I don't think I'm actually going to honestly get those, at least for now, because I have honestly like a freaking like 2 stacks over to the side of me right now that I have not given out. So thankfully I have 2 parties this month, and I will be getting rid of those as soon as possible. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. I mean, everything else that's here, you're getting in that transition kit. So you really don't have to worry about any of these other things. The only thing that I would consider too, especially if you're doing events this season, this year, if you're wanting to grow your team and sponsor, these are really cool to have as the host join brochures. These are really nice. They have really good info in them, and you can't beat that for $3 as well. But that's it as far as what I wanted to talk about on there. I'm going to, whoops, like what just happened? Stop sharing my screen. All right, we should be back to normal. All right, so let's see what is next on my to-do list. Oh, and y'all, just to clarify, like how big of a hot mess I'm on a struggle bus is I don't even have my notebook. I literally took notes on sticky notes this morning. So there we are. All right, so we did talk about the transition kit. Let's see. Definitely. Obviously, you can post. Feel free to post. Get crazy with reaching, or I'm sorry, posting about the last chance items, everything that's 10% off for this month. However, take it in stride. I know in the past, I mean, I'm guilty of this when I first joined, but you don't want to cluster all of the 10% off items all at once. What do I mean by that? Let's just say you're in a group and they've created flyers, or you see photos and there's like, I don't know, like 10 to 14 plus images. And we're talking warmers, fragrances, unplugged items, you name it. You don't want to post all 14 images. You guys, for example, I'm doing this training right now and it is August 1st. That means that after today, we have 30 days to share all the things. Do you pick up what I'm putting down? Go slow, go at your own pace. Don't post vomit. Don't word vomit, you guys. Y'all have several weeks. Pace yourself. Depending on what your schedule looks like. My recommendation is posting no more, I would say, than 4 items at a time per week. Hell, some people, some consultants, you could even go more extreme than that and easier to where you're focusing on like 3 items, 4 items per month and post those things. Look around your house. What is it that you're using? I'm gonna tell y'all what, I love all the Scentsy products, but I don't use all the Scentsy products. Off the top of my head, I would say the top 3 things that I would post and share about the most is the Scentsy Fresh. I would talk, like, for me personally, the wall fans and the diffuser. Those are the 3 things that I use the most. Do I have other products in my house? Yes. But those are the top 3 that I talk about the most. What do I mean by that? You can share how there are things that are still 10% off this month, but take photos, you guys, on your phone of your products in your house. Hold it. Y'all see me, I do that all the time. Is I'll take a photo of me over the bed with my Scentsy Fresh. I'll take a photo of it. I don't have to show my face. I'm just taking a photo of the bottle over the bed and I'm posting a picture. That's it. And keep it simple. Keep it stupid simple, you guys. Like literally, what's tomorrow Wednesday? You say happy Wednesday. Hope you have a great day. It's almost like subliminal marketing because you don't have to say, because it speaks for itself, right? You don't have to say who wants some counter clean is 10% off this month. Now, if you wanted to, you could say happy Wednesday. Just want to remind you our site is 10% off for this month. Easy, right? Keep it stupid simple. Um, let's see. Definitely talk about it 101. I don't think I'm going to pull this up on my reports tab because I'm pretty sure if I do, it will probably be flagged and taken down because it's personal information. So I don't want to risk that. However, this is something that we can definitely do on a one-on-one basis, but you can go to your Scentsy dashboard, go to reports. There should be a report under there that talks about the discontinued items or the things that are going away. If not, one thing that I have done, yes, it's tedious, but it works, is you can actually go line for line on all of the fragrances that are going away. Type in the fragrance name on the report. It's going to pull up all the customers that have specifically ordered, let's just say, for example, Aloha Citrus. If I type that in, it's going to generate a report and tell me all the customers that have ordered Aloha Citrus, right? So that's something I definitely recommend. It is tedious, like I said, but it helps so much, you guys, with sales. Let's see what else. Even if you wanted to print this out, the discontinued list, and get a highlighter, I've done that before. Get a highlighter and just start marking through what you have already talked about. The other thing, I wish I had a product list by me. The other thing that I do recommend you guys doing is grabbing a highlighter of your choice. Grab a highlighter, get your product list, again, get your discontinued items list, and go to your product list and mark out. I don't do fragrances, I just do warmers. So it's going to be, I don't think they're discontinued anything else. Yeah, just oils and then the warmers. So there's no buddies or anything. Be just, oh, sorry, that is a lie. My bad. Scentsy Buddy clips, and it looks like Valley, the sheep, is going away. So usually the kids line, I will mark a line through, and then the warmers as well. And that way they know that those items are going to be gone. So get them while they can. Let's see, what else? What else? What else? We talked about discontinued items. We talked about showing, so y'all know, y'all saw earlier the marketing images with the news tab. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Let's see. Oh, one thing that's important, we did talk about this last month, is when you are having a conversation with your customer, make sure and put them first. Lead with that. Don't lead with the sale. Lead with the connection. Lead with what do I mean by that? Like, you want to connect with them and just say, hey, oh my gosh, I saw y'all just came back from your trip. How was it? Start there. Let them answer back. Then that's when you can go in with the sale and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad y'all had a great trip. It's good to hear from you. Just so you know, our Scentsy site, my Scentsy site, is 10% off most items for the entire August month. Let me know if you need anything. Something like that. Lead with connection first, then the sale. Don't word vomit. However, you want to make sure that you have a route, that you have a plan as far as what it is that you want to talk about specifically with that exact customer. So what do I mean by that? A lot of times when I have customers that I'm following up with, I typically have 3 categories that I decide between as far as where this conversation is going to go with that customer. For example, the 3 that you want to consider is team, club member, customer. What do I mean by that? So if I'm following up with somebody about the product they recently ordered, and or maybe they're coming to me and they're interested in ordering something, I typically will let them know, oh, hey, by the way, I can definitely help you out with that item, but I wanted to let you know this is the incredible joint offer that we have this month. Look at everything that you get. Again, you don't want to word vomit, but you just want to plant that seed and let them make that decision. Now, for example, let's say that maybe you talked to them last month about joining and they're just not that interested. Then typically that's normally where I would say, hey, oh my gosh, I know how much you love Aloha Citrus. I'm so sad it's going away this month. I don't know if it's coming back next year. Let's add it to Scentsy Club. You can get it every 3 months. You can get it every 3 months. It's free to do. Again, keep it short, sweet, simple, to the point. The thing is that when you're having a conversation, a dialogue with your customer, think of the conversation flow as kind of like leading or dropping like little breadcrumbs along the way. Okay. So off the top of my head, in theory, I could tell you about 5 or 6 perks when it comes to Scentsy Club. But if I'm messaging you as my customer, I'm going to go ahead and feed you one. What would that be? Oh, I just want to let you know Aloha Citrus is going away. I'm not sure if it's coming back next year. Let's add your favorite bar to Club to get it every 3 months. That's it. I'm going to wait for their response, and then maybe then I'll give them another perk, and then so on and so forth. I don't have to give them an entire paragraph in the very beginning, right? Because I want to leave them with open dialogue. I want to leave them with a question so that way I can keep continuing with the conversation and just let it naturally flow, if that makes sense. Let's see. What else? If it does help, I like to create what I call a product content calendar. That way, it's nice in front. It's in front of me usually here in my office. I sometimes keep it on my phone. I'll also be sending that out to you guys. I'm actually think I'm going to send that out to y'all tomorrow, probably mid-afternoon, and that way you can save it. You can print it out. It's going to give you a generalized idea of what you can fill in for yourself as far as what you want to talk and post about through the entire month. I know sometimes some y'all it's better to have it on your phone. Other times, like I've said before with me, I tangibly have to have it in my hand. So I like to print it out. So that way you'll have options. One thing to consider when you are, again, going back to Scentsy Club, when you're talking to your customer about adding their favorite bars to Scentsy Club, what's so important to do is you want to make sure that they're not going to have what some consultants call a Scentsy heartache or a Scentsy Club heartache. What does that mean? You don't want to mess around and not tell your customer this month that, for example, again, we'll just say Aloha Citrus is going away. You want to tell them that this month. You don't want to sit on it, because I guarantee you that person that loves them some Aloha Citrus is going to contact you next month, and they're going to say, oh my gosh, I just ran out of wax. I need some more. Can you give me some Aloha Citrus? That's where the heartache's going to come in, because we cannot get them Aloha Citrus. You catch my drift? So when you're talking to your customer about Scentsy Club, 2 ways that you can introduce it to them without actually calling it like a subscription or calling it club. There are some consultants this last week that used 2 examples: loyalty program and discount program. I thought that was really cool. Also, you can ask them if they want auto shipped every 2 to 3 months as well. Now, in reference to talking to your customer about joining, instead of saying, do you want to be a consultant? Do you want to join Scentsy? Sometimes the context, the wording doesn't always sit well with somebody. So instead you can say, come do this with me, right? Simple. It's exciting. They feel inclusive as well. One example last week that was shared was kind of a give and take in the conversation when it comes to getting a party host. So instead of using the words party, you can offer up what's in store for them, and then what they can do for you. So for example, you can say, if I bring the chips and salsa, will you bring your friends to our get together? Or what's another one? If I bring cupcakes, can you bring some of your best friends who love Scentsy products? That kind of thing. Or, if you could reverse it. So for example, you could say, hey, if you bring some snacks and drinks, or we'll just say snacks. If you bring some snacks, I'll bring my Scentsy products, and we can get you some free and half price goodies. You know what I'm saying? So just fill in the blank. If I bring, and we've talked about that, I think like a week or 2 ago again. So just fill in the blank for your customer. If I bring blank, you want to fill that in. Will you have blank? Or will you do blank? And then fill that in. Alrighty. Let's see. When it comes to talking about what is being discontinued, make sure and take the time to go to Google, Pinterest, Facebook, search for the personal photos of the products that are going away. Don't use flyers. If you have to use a flyer, don't lead with the flyer. Lead with a personal photo, then the flyer. For example, I did that in my VIP group. I had a personal photo of Derek and I last week at SFR. We got to do a photo op opportunity with the Friends couch, and I added in the flyer photo as well, so they could see the professional photo of the warmer. Let's see what else. Another thing is that those of y'all that follow consultant groups, I think I said this earlier, so it's going to sound repetitive. If you're in multiple Scentsy/consultant groups, it could possibly very much feel very overwhelming when it comes to, again, rushing everything, posting all the things like right now, this week, today, tonight, that kind of thing. Take a breather. Sometimes it does help, honestly, to pause those groups or to get out of them temporarily and then get back to them at another time. Just know, again, we have freaking plenty of time, you guys, to share all the amazing things that are coming out this month. Don't feel like you have to do it all at once. If you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling overwhelmed, take a beat, take a step back, take a deep breath. It's okay. Pause for a couple of days, pause for a day, and then get back to the grind. Get back to it. Let's see what else. Definitely important to set up a last chance first glance party. What do I mean by that? I am going to share a link with you guys through our boards app that I personally have for a team that's going to have products that are coming out in the new catalog. So anytime, I like to set up usually a group for my VIPs, and I do title it on Facebook, and it says last chance first glance. So anytime that I have somebody place an order with me that's a VIP of mine, I like to share a personal product from the catalog, which is super exciting. So you can do that. Another thing that you can do as an alternative, once you get the catalogs in, like I ordered Well, I have a catalog from SFR last week, so I'm going to be using that. But I typically will be like, hey, thank you so much for your order. I definitely am excited to show you a sneak peek of the fall winter catalog. Pick a page number. I have them pick a page number. I've done this for like 3 years now. They freaking love it. They pick a page number, and then I take a screenshot and I'll send them that photo. So that's just a little glimpse of our catalog, which is the coolest thing ever. And like I said, it's a hoot. They love it. Don't forget, again, going back to Scentsy Club, that your customers can add their favorite bars every 3 months. It doesn't have to feel overwhelming, doesn't have to break the bank. Every quarter, every 3 months is definitely manageable. For me personally, I have always had, for like the last 2 years, I've had Winterberry apple tea in my club. I keep it there pretty much until like August, transition month. Whenever we have transition month, if Appleberry, God forbid, let's not knock on wood, Appleberry tea, or I'm sorry, Winterberry tea doesn't come back, I have that bar in my Scentsy Club and I'll still get it. But because I did see that it is coming back, that means that I can actually edit this month, my club, get it out, and I don't have to add it back into there until December because I still want to keep going and getting it after the catalog ends. Yeah, so that's pretty much about it. I don't think there was anything else. Again, sorry guys, I know this is going to be a little bit longer training, so if you're still hanging out with me, thanks so much for watching. Again, if you're on Team Faith and Soul, or honestly, if you're a Scentsy consultant that's even not, if you're not even on our team, you can definitely still feel free to reach out to me with any questions that you may have. We can definitely talk one-on-one about anything that we covered this evening. But other than that, if you are on Team Faith and Soul, I will see you all Friday night. Thank you guys again for hanging out and watching me. I hope y'all have a great day tomorrow. Bye, guys.